What's up, guys? Alex here, back with another episode of Rollin on the River. I think that's what I'm calling this. As you can see, we're in beautiful Knox County, Ohio. We have a dam that was built right here on Apple Valley Lake. And that's actually not where I'm gonna start out fishing, but that might be where I end up fishing. Where I'm gonna start out today is a river up here. It's a beautiful gorge. It's called the Catfish River. There's actually a class 3 rapid that runs through the Catfish right before it goes into this gorge. And right below the rapid, there's a nice deep hole. It's a long run, and it looks like there's some really deep spots in there with some boulder slabs that could be hiding some big fish. So I'm gonna head out there. I got some different baits and I'm gonna see how it goes. So I just got to Honey Run Waterfall. So I just got to Honey Run Waterfall Park. I'm gonna walk in here. There's actually a waterfall over there, and you can kind of see the start of what's gonna make this fishing spot so unique. So you have these small headwater streams right here, and then you have all these giant boulder slabs up there. So it's about another quarter mile until we get to the Catfish River. So you can see there's the waterfall over there, and this is the little trail to get down to the river. And geology is pretty cool over here. Guess this right here is what society's breaking down to today. We got a beautiful river up here, and I guess we are also not allowed to swim. So I'm gonna tell that to the fish. Don't be swimming in this river. So I just made it up to the river right here, and you can see right away, this is what makes this spot so unique, is you have these giant boulder slabs that are right on the bank here, and then you have a pretty swift moving current down there, and I know it's pretty deep in there. It's got to be at least 10 or 15 feet down there. I think what the no swimming sign was referring to was the fact that these boulders create an undertow or an undercurrent that you could actually get stuck under. So this all makes for what I think will be great habitat. The only thing that I'd be worried about is getting snagged or hung up on whatever's in the middle of the channel down there. So to me, this is super cool. You can see these rocks used to be up there, and now they are right here. They've fallen down through floodwaters and heavy rains. So this to me looks like a pretty good place to start. I got some flat rocks right here that I'm gonna get set up on. And you could probably hear it way off in the distance. Way up there, that's a class 3 rapid. So I'm looking at this like this is obviously a deep hole right here below that flow constriction. And hopefully this is where some fish are hanging out below that rapid. All right, so what I'm using for bait today is I got a nice piece of shrimp on a J hook, and I've been marinating these shrimp in the chicken liver. So I also got some chicken livers in there. They're getting a little bit old and a little stinky, which is a good thing. Then I also got some whole night crawlers. So I was gonna toss this shrimp out weightless, but I realized that with the amount of current here, I gotta put a little weight on it to make sure that it sinks down in there. Hopefully some fish can see it and smell it. All right, so the next bait I got, I'm just gonna throw out this whole night crawler on there. You can see he's moving around, so hopefully that'll attract some fish. So I haven't had any hits yet on that meat and the live night crawlers. So I decided to switch over to a rig where I got a small hook, a small piece of a worm, and then just a bobber on here set up real deep. So this is gonna sit about 4 feet deep, and I think I can catch a fish this way. It might be a smaller fish, but we're gonna see what's in here. So unfortunately, I was not able to catch any good fish at this spot. I don't know if the water level was just a little bit too high, or there's too much current to actually keep stuff on the bottom. I did hook into one small sunfish or one smallmouth bass, but it dropped the hook right as I pulled it out of the water, so I wasn't able to get an ID on that fish. I think I'm gonna head to a better spot here and see what I find along the way.
Okay, the trip down here didn't prove to be entirely useless because I actually found a really cool 2-line salamander larva. So he's back there. I'm going to attempt to catch him. Okay, there he is. Got him. So this is a 2-line salamander larva. I think it's definitely a northern 2-line salamander based on the part of the state we're in. So that's why these headwater streams are so cool. You have all of these different things that you can find in here. So you can get a better view of them. Just a northern 2-line salamander larva. You can see that he still has his gills, which should be right there on the right and left side of his face, right behind his eyes, in front of his legs. And you can see, I'm just gonna let him go, but the easiest way to find these guys is just by looking for the movement in the water when you lift up rocks.
You see we're in this beautiful headwater stream. There's a waterfall up there. Okay, so I'm on my way out of that spot. That spot proved to be not the greatest fishing spot. I hear that the Kokosing is mostly a smallmouth river, so I guess you got to see it to believe it. I really didn't have anything hitting the baits that I had fishing from the bottom. I did have one fish on the bobber, and it got off as I pulled it out of the water. So we're gonna go and we're gonna try Apple Valley Lake and hope for some better luck over there. So one of the things I learned fishing lots of different baits and lots of different spots is that if the spot's not working, change it up. Don't burn up a bunch of time fishing in some place that, you know, you're not gonna catch anything. So this takes me to my second spot of the night. Out here, there's a little beach, and then there's these riprap rocks. Not this little drainage ditch right here, but there's these riprap rocks over here that lead to the edge of the lake. And this is where I've caught some big bass before. I'm gonna throw out a couple of different baits and see how it does. Big fish on here, hope it stays on. Oh man, this is a big fish. 65-pound line. All right, don't break off, buddy. What are you? What are you? Oh, easy does it. Loosen the drag. I don't want to lose him. Easy does it, buddy. Oh, I got you. This is a big fish. Dang, paid off. What do I got? Rolling over like a catfish. A big channel cat. There we go. Got him. That might be a Fish Ohio channel cat. All right, I'm gonna do my trick here. You see how I pulled the hook out like this, so the string is through his mouth. The line is through his mouth. Now all I gotta do is cut the line. Cut his whiskers. Now he's free. That's a nice channel cat. All right. All right, buddy, don't bite me too hard, damn. There he is. It's a nice channel cat. I gotta get a measurement on him. I don't think he's Fish Ohio. He's gotta be 26 inches, but that's a nice fish right there. So this is actually only a 23-inch channel cat, 1 inch under my best, or maybe a ½ an inch under my best. Still a really nice fish nonetheless. I'm gonna give him a good release. He's not a Fish Ohio fish. There you go, buddy. There he goes. All right, we ain't skunked today. That's a good thing. So I did catch 2 fish today. I caught 1 little bluegill, and then I also caught close to my personal best channel catfish, which was a 23-inch channel catfish. My personal best is a 24-inch. So you know what that means. That means it's time for a ghost story. Nah, just kidding. That means it's time. to drink a hot beer. That's got to be at least like 103, 104, 107 degrees Fahrenheit.